Hello, good morning to our lovely listeners. We are back on your airwaves today. It's Monday and it's the 18th of September, 2023. My name is Rasella Baby, and I'm always delighted to be here on your airwaves. It is much appreciated anytime I come here and I feel you guys, your presence. It makes me happy. This afternoon, we are streaming on all our social media platforms, on our Facebook, on our YouTube at GhanaTalksRadio, and of course, I'm on my TikTok, Rasella Baby. You know what we do usually on the show? We talk about political issues or issues that has to do with politics. But before, my introduction to this show, I would like to show an appreciation to management for always giving me the opportunity to be on your airwaves and to meet lovely people. So big ups to management, and also a big greetings to my own father, Bishop Kobnesiama, the president of Ajagraja movement, and also to all movement members. Mechiamunina, baby, amobi ha. Money, power, money, kwabena santemo. I mechiamu nina. Apart from also no mechia, me producer, ene obi biara me follow workers a omo studio ha mechiamu nina. Na yenka bibi. It is very issues be koso Ghana ha. They be aye kase bibi ni nipa. A questioner was see ebusa ye ho because yati recent in Nyama SEC that has to do with nipa kunkum obi a okofa na house help. I'm a 22-year-old boy waba ende madam ne life just like that. Inti ya trans ni ebusa ye ho say inti wo bua nipa na ya na say wa amwane na ye. Na ko bibini dia ko bibidi be koso aye ko bibini. There are a lot of rampant death all over the world, but yanka Ghana there. And some na a koso system nimuno. And kofo aye shit to the point say people are beginning to get ideas. People are beginning to get wicked mindset. Over the weekend, me will feel na my best friend Edi Nkomo. And I'll catch me say, ni colleague be on in a school university now or 2 years ahead of him. Omo was skapa na omo hwe CCTV ni mu no omo hu so obi a refi ho but obi etimi edi boy ne bone de sekan awo na chi ne kon ha edi baako asa de mienu awo ne yam killing this young man. I mean when they found him he had bled for several minutes. Now catch him no. I was here gume. I me yabebre because sometimes you drain the life that you are having. You need to appreciate it because you need be. But won kwa. They be my papa can send be say. Bon hu ba na kwase bi enku na ebi won mo so ayankasa yankofo no omo ka ho. Video be circulated over the weekend drive a beer or drive this long car CB. Now ordering 9 and they drive a car. He's driving the big articulator on a highway with his leg, and he's being videoed, and they are giving peace. Producer, please pull up that video no my. They share their for kwasi asema Kobe bini edi ewa kwan so. Adia bibi ni enu tiase wo se ko nenim no ti se ko ni be ka twele sefa ko wenim enti bibi ni be ye den o wiase wow I feel action this every day cause boni ko bini ko ma o kwe ni ba kese enti bibi ni ko boni ko ma o te bola o te enti bibi ni be ye den o wiase 500 gigabytes and a bibi ni a jeni a negative 1 MB tell me lie and you gonna prove me Adia bibi ni enu tiase wo se ko nenim no ti se ko ni be ka twele sefa ko wenim enti bibi ni be ye den o wiase wow I feel action this every day cause boni ko bini ko ma o kwe ni ba kese enti bibi ni ko boni
500 gigabytes and a BB journey and negative 1 MB. Tell me lie and you're gonna prove me. Adia BB near you just say what's a con and you know just say bony back at you and self a co and him. NTBB ni be yet then we are saying. Wow, I be action this every day. Cause bony cop mini chroma or when you back and
no video na you share and not and for way etika yimu esa fans. Na me bisa me ho say accident say sebi predrians say bi na car wo be man na ema wo pre wo ho kakra na wo nan yi free ho na steer no wentimi an control na wo moving into the next lane and car you have caused loss of life. I entreat the police, that's the Ghana police. I was so much shame mrantie we no mo che omo no mo fo mo ko gina court no mo twa years bi mo mo o de mo be just 3 years. Mufo munko gunsa wom no omon fam bi na opia ohu kasti akra obedwane. These are some of the things ya several year aha ya kwano so na bebre na ye de akoche aban, but most of them no we are the ones at fault. Yembra animu kakra, you know, over last week ni na no IGP issues yi akoso almost for IGP, my IGP, ebe kasaye. The rest of the sections, no, oma mayanshe. Yeah, train say, whatever be the case, no credibility, and they will let us know what is actually happening. Because we share, and sema it has to do with the IGP. Ayana a very triggering kakra. A very alarming. Tinemebu on my sha. Near making sure say media no yesu ye bedi echire na ya GhanaTalksRadio political hubs where they are brom na NDC, that's the National Democratic Congress party of Ghana, on the 14th 9 2003 no omo release some documentations bi omo throw omo Twitter handle say His Excellency John Mahama is right, nearly announced cocoa farm gate price of a rip-off cocoa board CEO must stop the lies and resign immediately. On say issue be bar out about this cocoa for prices. Na aban say the value of cocoa on the international market must go up so that farmers so ebenye bi apodwe. And I say your farmers so benya the right payment for their products. And NDC for a release statement bisa edebetoho. Now we share pharmacy issue. This farming issue has become an issue as a abayim when it comes to agriculture. No, yen shedan fa agriculture no enye bibia, but it's an important section. What's the the NDC led by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama SPK to that, and over the weekend there was a conference on that. Na se monte any political hub no ya de bremu say the people of Benin is calling for the removal of their president. The people of Benin is calling for the removal of their president. We share video now, but we say Kofonia omo streets mu omo ye demo say omo pese omo yi omo president no tesunu free so. Similar thing. This was just within last weekend. Na enaya sorry the people of Congo, military now more Congo no also try coup. They tried coup in Congo. Omo try coup in Congo. Now the statement is breaking news. There has been an attempted coup on Congo leader President Denis Edina Esosono Mufanchemi Mintimi Mosa. Earlier it was reported that the coup was successful. However, the Congolese government have denied reports about a coup attempt against the president in Gusu Sede, who has been in power for 38 years. when you look at the trend of these African leaders who are military coup assoreti sa leadership ni na sa African presidents ni na your presidents ni to say there is their bona fide property. They have made the presidency and they sit like it's their family property. How do you rule a country for 38 years? One kwa what won't see for the Congo Minister of Information Thierry Edina Yane Sosona no tweeted on his X, that is Twitter handle, a little while ago, and this is the tweet, and I quote: "The government denies this fake news. We reassure public option about the calm that reigns and invite people to calmly go about their activities." In Gesuse, and that's the president, 78 years, has spent 38 years at the helm of the country in the Central Africa. He was president from 1979 to 1992, then returned in power in 1997 after a civil war that has made him remain in power ever since. Na wow she papaya old man say ya. Still, for 38 years, he wants to continue to rule the people of Congo. Now, Africa, ebeyeye. When we have such people and such mindsets who are leading us as the African people, me say kuno, ain't man just successful. Say, or my release statement, no more person say, or mu tran truck a dia military in San Kobium, no more San Tribium kuno, and was say it's me successful, no more two and conforbi say, every so. And some of my friend guess, meaning say money na my crowd more trying guess, but some of my friend no. Aadwoa Safo, so it should be abetoho. Last week, or render apology to her fellow colleagues in the party. Say now on here some time off. Yeni na yenim say tro. There was much heat in the NPP during that time. Any omoniama no more yes or mo peso omuyi Aadwoa Efriho. Ena ekoye sa antino. Say our back about apologize, and she has declared her intentions to run for the same constituencies. Na yeni na yet Ghana ha mube hu die besi. Media meka say de biano even what they've started doing with the voters registration. Unim say NDC, MPP or Mampenya party eteso. Something happened over the weekend. That is at Okaike North. Two NPP thugs arrested for attacking NDC members at Okaike North Limited Registration Center. Now this is what happened. The assembly member of Abofu electoral area, Larry Nibra Edimbiwoho, who is currently on the run, and the assembly member for Wayeman electoral area, Patrick Awuku, who is currently in the arms of the Achimota police station with one other, organized thugs this dawn to attack the NDC registration, that is registrants, who were waiting in the queue at about 5 a.m. this morning. The NDC executive of Okaike North, knowing the hectic task ahead of them in the limited registration process, have decided to sleep at the center to ensure that they had their members as early as possible. It means whatever the NDC tried, to make sure that the EC open, had this registration at the polling centers rather than the Electoral Commission offices failed. But then they've also taken the up upon themselves to make sure that their members are able to register. And the MPP, members of the party of the MPP, which is the current government, have sent thugs, to attack these people. And you are the sitting government, and you tell us cook and book stories. We are tired of this government because this government have made up their mind that they are an authoritative government. Untimi can otherwise in trauma. Oh, I regret voting for this government because during the NDC time, Kasakra Omoshe no mo ye nema ye, but not the NPP. The NPP aye omo adwin said omo pen omo ye den. Omo ye obi antimi ka bibia ankyere omo, and it's ongoing. And to say just during registration, omo send tax. So omo kobo nkofo omo ba omo person omo register omo voters ID card just because they are from an opposition party. Now you can imagine what will happen in 2024. Ensem bebre. Yebeto aso ensem bebre go na yentwa ye ho sima. Yeba ye guest ebeto line also. Na ye pense nsem bi mu. Na ono so ama ya adwenkyere. Yentwa ye ho sima yebaba sisi.
Occasion demands the company of good music that fits the purpose. At GTR Sounds, we understand your need to create just the right atmosphere for your wedding or engagement, party, funeral, crusade, political campaign or rally, or just any other event, as well as executive and corporate functions. With our modern and high-quality spinning machines, mixers, microphones, and power amplifiers, binary speakers, and subs, we offer the highest of sound quality and music play at events and functions. At GTR Sounds, we have a team of seasoned and highly experienced sound engineers who understand just the right choice of music for your event. Locate our studios at Aponchi Hotel in Anya or call our numbers 054-8522-897 or 027-3363-973. You can also reach via our email sounds@GhanaTalksRadio.com. At GTR Sounds, we take care of your event.
Okay, busiafo ye damase bebre ye twa ye ho sima yaba na me ka kira mo se ye ba ye de mi ankasa me guest ebe eto line so Mr. Mark Kosa or your social activist agent line so Mark apomo good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Raz.
Na bibia boko de how was your weekend?
We managed.
Yeah. One or two topics bianca medical brush medical boss but oh dear memo speaking into it. First one, it has to do with Aadwoa Safo.
Okay.
Be release apology be some explanation be said they call off for like 1 year or cotton it was for her sanity. Now or per se or jojo no ho kakra now or relax kakra, and she has declared her willingness to stand again for her constituency. Because during that time now no yes and MPP for person you know no more for be from Besham now say NDC for anti I say we share this step what can you say about it?
Ras did can match out and what you for you know.
Me does.
And I now Honorable Aadwoa Safo and Komo, you know, acquiring some debris. I think she has apologized to the party and the good people of Domekabina, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the people who voted for her. So going forward, they will decide on what to do, all right? Because she is an MP and she was a Minister of State, right?
Yes.
She was a Minister of State, I think, Children, Gender and Social Protection.
And social protection, yeah.
Yeah, in terms of Uti and Nanjika Krano, I'm saying, Nana Kufado, appoint so no. What did you imagine? A share of the answer. I'm saying, Madam Cecilia Brandapa, answer. So maybe this apology is an afterthought. Because be that it may, be that as it may, let's put the apology aside. Whether the party and the constituents have accepted it or not, I think it is up to them.
Okay.
Whereas many people are in politics. And many of them are MPs and what have you. But one thing is that the idea of representation,
okay,
or representing your constituents in parliament, when you get the opportunity to represent your constituents in parliament, it is not about begging.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
You don't beg to serve. Representation is somehow tripod. You must act in a manner that is responsive to the constituent interest.
Okay.
You must project and protect your party's interest. You must project the national interest. So, Raf, any decision as to whether she will continue to serve as a member of parliament or not, should not be, contingent on her apology.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
What I say, a contrite action or inactions, or just a mere afterthought. If indeed she must continue as an MP, the constituents must determine how well she has been able to serve their interests.
Okay.
Over the years.
Intimate was members no more constitution and Casano was almost share. Say, I don't know more than man for this number of years no. What Timia improve or more livelihood as a constituency, and no more share now, more share say next, like their man.
Exactly.
Okay.
That should be the bottom line.
Okay.
You might be able to say one son. What Timmy aye, what Timmy you understand? So over the last 4 years, you might be able to say an son. Has she been able to accomplish the task? The constituents will make that decision.
Okay.
Again, the party will also have to decide whether she has been able to project and protect the overriding interest of the party. Also, the whole nation, the country, must also be able to judge whether she has been, she has been an asset or a liability to the country.
Okay.
If she's able to pass all these tests, then her apology will be taken in good faith. Okay.
Okay. All right. I understand you perfectly. Say, if that is only if, we will be citizens and not spectators and do the right thing and not just be party drunk. I think say, na second one is members of Benin. Last weekend, who says and Kofuatu Street in Moa. Omo calling for the stepping down of their current president. My name is Watia.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Congo now. Congo. Yes, yeah. Congo. Yes, we see. But Oma release statement say enya no kurese Oma take. Let's please speak to these two countries and ku and Kofo pese Omo ye no muteki.
I would say that we can say African countries, and I was saying this, they are failing at it. And in just animal winning, Ebasono. The leaders Nankasan, I was among serving the interest of citizens in Nankasano. They are not doing it. Congo, they see or Maba out, Abedi Bank, and I'm say, Nanka, there were attempts.
Yeah,
but I'm say, I need the idea. You say, I say, again, I account for Sanima winning. Because Pienke Congo, the any Benin, Diana, you can't watch it. Congo, the president, he has been there for over 38 years.
Yes, over 38 years, yeah.
38 years, from 1979 to 1992.
Yeah.
He was the president. And after civil war in 1997, then he returned, and since then, he has remained in power until now.
Yes. 78
years. He's over 78 years.
Yeah.
Over 78 years. He was 78 years, and was 38 years. I mean, he said, we have 40 years, and then I'll be a president.
I'll be a president.
I didn't quite know. You understand? And you know, Sanyama Winano has come to play because the leaders we have in Africa now, one, they are selfish, they serve their own interest and not the interest of the population or the citizenry. They always wish to serve themselves.
Yeah.
They have their party's interest on top as a priority.
Yeah.
And not the interest of the people.
Of the people. Yeah.
They live lavish conditions, lavish life at the expense of mass suffering. So some of us are activists and commentators. No? We are not surprised that all these things, happen. No, we are not surprised. Because we a leader. Now say, one will say, I can say, we a leader, you should be sensitive enough to appreciate the plight of the ordinary citizen. If you are not able to appreciate and acknowledge, say, a man I may president, a man I may candidate for no, now my sister to say. Now, and now I may candidate for so my sister to say, I was say, you need to put yourself in the shoes of citizens, no? Do you understand?
Yeah.
And they are failing at it. And in our better Eneha, said, now you Niger, they can't watch him. Mohammed Bazoum, they can't watch him. Say, if I say, Gabon, they can't watch him. Ali Bongo, you can't watch him. Burkina Faso, you can't watch him. You understand?
Yeah.
Mali, you can't watch him. Obeti Benin, and now Obeti Congo. So you should understand, say, I am trying to be an air cost because they feel, say, what is going on in the country, is not in the interest of the people, rather in the interest of selected few. That's it.
Africans are rising up because we share even with Niger issue as a vice president now as Opeso Janeno. I think which country is even that na sika
na old Ghana no
sika omuche ne sem no odi Ghana no Niger na enye easy. So if you look at such a country, I wish Niger ye ni na yenim se omo bre is a positive it's a poverty stricken country. Na wo hwe sika kwabna ne ba ko di Ghana. Enti can't mean solving hunger problems kakra and mankofo country nim. Oh, so I support this cool na ekoso nana. Me I support it. Oh, I support it with a full bag of flour. Serious, because I feel like it is time for Africans to rise up, and I'm loving what these people. As far as they will not hurt innocent people, they are cool no there. Enkoso. Na yambra ya demo EC registration and some BSCCCC was sentence. Share 2 MPP tax as a Omasenon Kofobi Amoma Akakobo NDC for registrants now Omopeso Omo registrants says yeah no I buy actually 2 NPP tax. Sa nema we know that has to do with this EC registration. Last week what I say now what I say and yet say just the sentence and for enco register, but you can see say the EC didn't listen and they are doing what they want. Right now the NDC has been able to organize people and take them to the centers to make sure and attack. So etimi akoha or makoha. What do you speak to this, because I don't know why a sitting government would want to do that.
Yeah. I'm saying, and some of also EC and registration exercise now airports on the other, and you can't want some na say we a body be and a commission na say on Monday you might be a woody no a year nkofu a woody say you might be the more no so omukasa I will say winty because you are not on your own. You are working for people. Yeah. Into the nipa bebre can meaning say no cre ebend or more can home. And pay for cry the council say asem bi a nipa bebre can be no. Ade bi a obe nipa bebre ebe can be say ade a wo ye no. Enche den twayin. I was so one hwese ade ni. Yeah. And I remember say Deputy chairman, Dr. Bosman Asare, and one Dr. Sribo Kweku, they were saying, the distance doesn't matter. If distance doesn't matter, why do we have electoral areas and polling stations?
And polling stations, yeah.
The sovereignty of the country resides in the people. You understand?
Yeah.
And you know, the intransigent position of the Electoral Commission is unprecedented. It is not only the largest opposition party, the NDC, that is having qualms with the EC. Yeah. Discerning Ghanaians, everybody is virtually talking. So as rational as we are, one would expect that, considering the number of centers in 2019, somebody registered now. You anticipated somebody registered by 700,000 people. You ended up registering over 1.2 million people. Into a shall say backlogs will be then.
Yeah.
Fast forward, there 3 years, so over 3 years, when to revise say register now. So at least I was being country must say. So 2019, year oversee the anticipation now. 2023, some more man some register 2 million now. Move to register by 3.2 people. So I say. But not to reduce the centers, because in 2019, originally the centers in almost on Benin is 265 or so. But they ended up creating over 1,500 centers.
Yeah.
So in 2023, you shouldn't reduce the centers from around 1,005 centers to 265 centers.
That is very bad.
Considering the number of backlogs are more than more. You understand?
Yeah.
And you know, simply, you know, the Ecosu way now, I'm saying in China, now I was saying, you know, on set up, not on T, you know, on T, Ghana for. When institutions mandated to serve the people try to serve themselves. Never be ACC and to come to Kwania the other. The ACC or all these neighboring countries in a year, you might be an encosi or minimum, and a mass animal winning AC. Because we've been hearing of operational challenges, machine breakdown, what did we break? Network problems, machine efficiency near the other. Many people have tried to registration centers for days, and they are not able to register. Yes? So that's the reason many people are of the view that Sanema will amount to voter suppression. Yes, because Nkofa was Omunsaka card, that is suppression.
Yeah, it means so person traces Uncle now, moon to mean Twaba.
Exactly. Because Mekai, I could record that Madame J. Mensah, EC chairperson, formerly she was the executive secretary to IEA, Sobekaya, Institute of Economic Affairs. She was the executive secretary to IEA, and she was seen advocating for proper rule of law. Again, Dr. Bosman Asare, prior to becoming the deputy chair of the commission in charge of corporate services, was at Legon, Department of Political Science. They were all advocating for proper rule of law and chances of equality and equity. Today, these two people have been given the mandate to serve Ghanaians. And look at what they are doing. Discharging their duties as if they are working for themselves. The you must be, you know, you must not be seen taking sides openly or covertly.
But we know.
You understand? Yes, you must not be seen taking sides openly or covertly. They shouldn't. Every activity they are embarking on must be seen as an activity that geared towards a level playing ground, so that the outcome of the elections are not appreciated ahead of time. You understand?
Yes.
The EC must be seen exercise its mandate in such a way that all parties will appreciate the need of a chances to win the election. Because, Ras, over in political science, this is very basic. Commission, who your body be, that's a who exercise or mandate. You achieve substantive uncertainty by creating procedural certainties. you understand it?
Yeah.
By creating procedural certainties. And Ras, the procedural certainties are some of the rules we are talking about. And don't forget, one of the rules, you must facilitate the acquisition of voter ID card by Ghanaians. The AC way, can we tell it to be say or facilitated acquisition?
Oh, Derby.
No. And as it stands, as of now, the EC is not behaving that way. So the moment is like I've heard to say, the EC is seen crossing that line way. Some of us who are into all these things don't see the playing field as even, because from all checks, the EC appears to be political.
Yes.
And crossing that procedural certainties, is an explicit justification that the electoral management body, is seen as politically biased.
And it's so clear, but why should it
Very
be
clear.
Coming from such a body in the government, which is the EC? And you say, Nana, 2024, are we safe? Are we what shall I say? Are we rest assured? Say we are going to get a free and fair election.
That is the reason why many people are saying that the Omo area, I'm sure the elections will be flawed. The elections not so quite flawed. I'm sure not party this will end the NTRC. Party being TRC. Undoubtedly, from all indications, Ella, the EC has shown that they don't care.
Yeah.
And that alone is a scar. It's a scar, on the conscience of our democracy. It's very funny. Very, very funny. We are easy now. If you can't do the work, you should leave the place. Because you might be Ghana for and you understand?
Yeah.
And I didn't hear will be trap money a day at 20 cities. Now, person on 60 cities, if I'm going to register ID card and Sambra.
Now, the end of the day, must have catch and network in Niho.
Now, what's how do you expect to be on the chop on the whole day 15 cities? So on say 100 cities, and some coverage on Sambra, I ain't found a first can agree. Well, it's very funny. Because you want to mean like nobody is forcing them. Because you must not be seen becoming interested in the processes or the procedures in the electoral processes. You understand?
Yeah.
Because when we say the EC is independence, and I say EC no independence, it means a lot.
Yes.
They shouldn't look at it, parochially. It is not that you are independent, so you must discharge your duties as if you are working for yourself. You are doing it for Ghanaians. And I say, you must not behave, say, you are doing Ghanaians a favor. No, far from it. That independence is limited to the dictates of the Constitution. You know what? The Constitution doesn't give anybody that sort of, free rule to affect the system in a way that has been or that has the potential to put the country into any confusion. Yes, all these things are happening. And Nanado says what? He is going to Niger to do what? You have no business. You have no business. You have no business. Are they waiting to see what
he wants to ride his private jet.
Wait to see her.
What can we?
You have no business going to Niger if within your own backyard and corridors, an institution mandated to compile and register has relented on its effort over the years and discharging its duties as if it is working for itself. And you say what? Ras, Ghana has no business in condemning any action by any country if this is what is going on at home. As a country, we would want to be seen as doing the right thing so that it can have the moral authority and the temerity to go outside its jurisdiction to have any say in what is happening somewhere. Look at what the EC is doing. Per Article 42 and Article 45, 1A and E. mandate you to do the right thing. You are all CI, constitutional instrument, CI 91, mandates you to do the needful.
Yeah.
What is about suitability, accessibility, proximity, and the others. So that the registrants will have the feel that, yes, indeed, the right to vote is our inalienable fundamental right.
Right.
Devoid of suppression, devoid of, subversions and disenfranchisement. All these things are going on. And I think they need to revise what they are doing. So the rule also. You have all the chances. Then the last time you see Omopiska Abayan Farmer Mujuma. You have the funds. Funds, resources, everything is available. If you didn't see a more constricted access, why are you constricting access?
Access to getting a new voter's ID card.
I didn't see a one person in public Obi a man for more area, a man for Chansu, or Muchansu, and so much about the register. Wabra or more electoral areas, Nikulin Center. I didn't see a one for Adherence and Benin. If indeed, so why have been said, what's the Ghana for the and the Ghana for a Kenyan say, Father no Ben, Nippon and Nippon to register. A general be bedi kura then. What's it Obim Pet Sika and Fanel or Fair? The Nippon and Ghana card, any passport, was I up a guarantee for Lord Fair at the account on the year at the Oma Kwaba. Does this make sense, my dear?
Ghana.
It's sad.
Bibini nipa. Bibini nipa. It's no, I say a year, you mean a year now, you discuss that has to do with the EC and Aadwoa Safo and the two countries are now I say omo pese omo ye omo huku kakra. But me pese oma comment kakra with the case on IGP. I say cases they are canning now oma mayan shebi. And then what's your final remark on this IGP issue?
Well, IGP and some I'm say you share your course na agenda nino was to get the IGP out of office. So there will be interest a bit now. From all we heard from when he said your course certain time course of parliamentary commission of Salik Chief, they heard the COP Alex Mensa Ekayena, any the IGP Dr. Kufu Dampare Ebay Bekayena, the rest superintendent Asari, and Officer JD Jombekayeni Nana, which means said. So over COP Alex Mensa and some of Kayena, emphatically he stated, said he had a conversation with the General Secretary of the party.
Yeah.
And they have been planning on how to break the age. He stated, said the IGP is an NDC man. For which reason, if he is not taken out, breaking the age, and shana in so comment we are omeki yenon kwano, and a very serious comment. Sir, you be for now, Babe, IGP, so that you can subvert the will of the people in favor of your political party. Some comments we, Ella, I just say a treasonable comment, because subverting the will of the people, it's a very serious comment.
Deep. And some no kind of deal.
Yes, and we IGP so any kind say we that again okrano. But COP Alex Mensa na or that again say ye IGP for na onumbra. Na no ba obetimi aboa amama breaking 18. He was having this conversation with top notch people in the party. And from the security point of view, South police officers, I think said they were interdicted and they were later released, right? Yes. That should have been the, normal process, so that the finance of the commission, come on, because nobody knows what they are planning to do next. Yes, that you say. Yansha Bugi Nebu. Chief Bugi Nebu.
Yeah.
We had Bugi Nebu in the tape emphatically saying, he took some money and gave it to people in high offices to lobby for positions to occupy, various winners. Meaning, adi omo yenu nyinam eye lobby for webra na yenye we ma for webra na yenye we ma for webra. So you see what is going on in the dark. It's clearly as someone na COP mentioned in quote for no nyina no amounted to serious offenses in law and in the security architecture. Because you can't make just those allegations just like that without, like I pointed out, making allegations without proving beyond doubtful doubt with evidence. Say, this is exactly what I mean, and these are the evidence I made to support my claims. And he was not doing that. Only for us to hear, say, evidence, no, but they will not make it public. Yes, I understand. Like I pointed out, from a security point of view, I need to be on which media but also be an be a Chevy. I'm sure I say near my ask for money at the I understand them. But IGP by 2 years, Ghana for Jumadia Wadi.
Well, yeah.
And yes, you crown your highway, say, share your highway, so I think no matter reacting you were highway, so you see the patrol team near the Adina Maya Cost. Though, never be air cost any day. But what the IGP, we compare the previous IGPs we've had in this country, at least. I'm not sure you're calling a bit like I said, Dampare, why are they cacra?
No, and no dear. They be a can say one my is your streets, I safe kakra. Because first, Nenya cry.
Sanity. Sanity. That is how the issue is. The IGP, has to come and respond to all these things. And he was trying to establish so many things with respect to the allegations that were made against him. Unsubstantiated allegations near the other. And he thought, you see, he was in pain. Not any. Not any. Because I've heard to say he was trying desperately to discharge his duties as expected of him. Said IGP. And the people around him, were seen clearly and profusely trying to damage his hard-earned reputation. You understand? So he came essentially to heal the pain, the damage now on my course by his own colleagues. He came to respond to all these things, and I think going forward, it will be a very nice thing to I'll see some time to come. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Nana. Ansani awobekono my final words na on all these topics no na eja point no show no.
My dear, the American say Electoral Commission. You might dinner the Electoral Commission and Sano. Omo enhwe na omo Ghana for. Already omo no mo ayeden. Intino you might be say air coswa. Any kind say what I call constricted assets and money by bearing in mind, say, you probably bring in your Jumaya or my wing. Quite apart from all this, Article 41(1)(a), Article 45(1)(a), enjoin the Electoral Commission to compile voters' register and to revise same as they be determined by law.
Okay.
And overseer and to also sub-regulation 2B. So your commissioner in designating a place, and was sound fundamental won't take into consideration the suitability of the place for use as a polling station on election day. Yemisa said, when was the last time did we use the district offices for elections? I didn't see that. Yeah, use district offices on our elections. The idea, Jumadia would ever translate it into a general election. Now we concentrate access to only your district offices. They should help Ghanaians. You might be a Muslim, as you said, they are more favor Ghana for be. There be a taxpayers' money in the Chiamoka. Madam J. Mensa, formerly, now we are executive secretary to IEA. Now you were seen, conspicuously advocating for so many things, and now over inside the boss now, you are acting differently. Yeah, Papa Bossman, sorry, not now only go political science department. You guys were all advocating for proper rule of law, and then look at what you are doing.
You are doing opposite of what they were preaching.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Omoma registration, and therefore, said the buyer will be a bit registered because your vote is your power. Yeah. That's it.
All right, Nana, you better was say and Neso or Johnny, producer, you try a musima, ya ba na ya poncho no.
Occasion demands the company of good music that fits the purpose. At GTR Sounds, we understand your need to create just the right atmosphere for your wedding or engagement, party, funeral, crusade, political campaign or rally, or just any other event, as well as executive and corporate functions. With our modern and high-quality spinning machines, mixers, microphones, and power amplifiers, binary speakers, and subs, we offer the highest of sound quality and music play at events and functions. At GTR Sounds, we have a team of seasoned and highly experienced sound engineers who understand just the right choice of music for your event. Locate our studios at Aponchi Hotel in Anya or call our numbers 054-8522-897 or 027-3363-973. You can also reach via our email sounds@GhanaTalksRadio.com. At GTR Sounds, we take care of your event.
For God's sake, it is given to you by the registrar. That is why he's called registrar. That is his work. He checks his calendar, looks at the cases before the court, and gives you a vacant date as a hearing date. Now, for the first time in the history of this country, we are told by our lawyers that the registrar of the Supreme Court says he can't give us a hearing date for our injunction application against the EC because the Chief Justice says she must give the date herself. And that the Chief Justice has traveled. My goodness.
That's what the registrar
That is what the registrar told our lawyers. And I dare him to deny that. That is what he said. So we were not given a return date. This is unheard of. Because in the history of this country, is the Chief Justice now the registrar of the Supreme Court? That today the Chief Justice will have to be given hearing dates herself. Let's even grant them that this novelty is even right. Let's even grant them that. Are you saying that if the Chief Justice has now taken upon herself this responsibility of fixing hearing dates, she alone can do that, and that if she is sick, if she is indisposed, if she is out of the jurisdiction, then the administration of justice in our apex court must come to a standstill. Nobody can be delegated to act in her absence. When we know from time immemorial that in the absence of the Chief Justice, the senior most judge of the Supreme Court acts, or any person the CJ deems fit to delegate acts. No delegation, we are told that you must wait for the CJ to come. Then the CJ comes, we don't even get a date. President Mahama makes a tweet, then all of a sudden we are sent a text message from the registry of the court that your matter will be heard on 17th October 2023, 14 days after the limited registration exercise that we say is illegal, that we are seeking to injunct, would have long ended. Clearly overreaching us and rendering the action moot. And you have people justifying this. And when President Mahama talks about imbalances in the judiciary, the unfairness of the judiciary, people don't understand. You have people like President Akufo-Addo who say that they've not heard some before. Well, look, we will not take moral lessons from the bottom. Because the last person who should be lecturing us on criticism of the judiciary is President Akufo-Addo. He didn't just criticize the judiciary in times past. He even boycotted the judiciary. And you know why he boycotted the judiciary? Because the Supreme Court, or a court of competent jurisdiction in Ghana, found a lawyer, Kwamina Mensah Bonsu, guilty for contempt and sentenced him to imprisonment at Nsawam. So Akufo-Addo and the Greater Accra Bar Association at the time, the entire Bar Association, boycotted the judiciary. He, the very person who described a Supreme Court decision in the Chachuchikata versus the Republic case, when the ordinary bench of the Supreme Court declared the First Strike High Court as unconstitutional, he described the decision as perverse and a product of artificial scholarship. He and his family members like Aadwoa Safo, who in times past have attacked.
Okay, right there was the voice of Sami
They are now coming to tell us that now all
when
of
he
a
was
sudden,
addressing
because
issues that has to do with the voters registration. Na yakasa eka ho asem no. We are 1 minute. Sisiano about 1:29. Right here in Ghana. Yaka 1 minute na yapon 1:30. Ntino de bia ya medamo asibebre say aya munya bre. Journey on all our social media during the stream. Aya eye makoma so ahwa na eye me de eye me fe bebre. Mamefa sedakete ma management. To say the me chia omo no mamisa na wo mase bebre. Mamenda me producer so ase say de bia no de bia me kan say 1,000 job. Na me remfi enso your comments on Facebook, Mami Ridi Kakran and your co-producer, really a mesrel. Money power from Ajagraja movement was more fire, Ras Ella baby. And Kwabna forcing, as we say, Kwabna forcing so abaso on James Essen, more having some conversation be. Oh, I see her. And Kwabna said that the people of Ghana know this Ghana is a walking dead part 10. And Emilia Saba said, Ghana, we have a big problem, Rolf. Well done, Nanaba, more fire. Comments, Kakraban. Your time no coin to me, ready bebre. But Madam Bebre say always no more sticking and stay with us on the political hub show. Yami Adoma Wednesday, you best saba. Na ya ba, you bet diving more into issues now. Na Sami Jemfi addressing and with the EC and with the coup now. People of Congo, Benin, a person having. My name is Rasala Baby, and thank you so much for sticking and staying with us. This is GhanaTalksRadio, and this has been the Political Hub Show. See you same time Wednesday. Bye bye.